Om Shanti. Baba wants to create self-trust because each thought in self-trust and self-respect is very elevated. I have to constantly think that everything will be okay, will be all right. It is through the thought that the vibrations spread and the atmosphere is created. An atmosphere has great influence on everyone. While sitting, moving around, looking at everything as a detached observer, have constantly good thought that everything is okay, everything is good. So this deep, deep trust, this trust definitely brings victory. But if I get lost into why, how, it's difficult, it might not happen. First sit and create a vision and give powerful drishti to whatever your plan is. Offer it to Baba. Take blessings from Baba. So it becomes free from obstacles. And then with that, also use elevated thoughts. Thought is the seed, and that seed brings a beautiful, beautiful fruits. So today, have determination. I will never have doubtful thoughts or questions, but just one powerful thought that is good, it's okay, and it will be more and more good. Om Shanti.
संगम युग में प्यारे बाबा, संगम युग में प्यारे बाबा, हमें आपसे बेहद प्यार मिला, मिला, हमें आपसे बेहद प्यार मिला। माया की समझदारी अपने को रंग में भी राइट समझते होती माया की समझदारी, लेकिन समझेंगे अपने को उस समय कि मेरे जैसा ज्ञानी, मेरे जैसा योगी, मेरे जैसा सेवादारी कोई है ही नहीं। क्या उस समय माया की छाया ऐसे वशीभूत कर देती यथार्थ निर्णय कर नहीं सकते। मायावी योगी व मायावी ज्ञानी समझता ईश्वरी समझ से किनारा करा देती। वैसे देखो माया की समझदारी भी कम नहीं है। माया से योग लगाने वाले योगी भी अचल अटल योगी है। इसलिए फर्क नहीं समझते। अच्छा
Om Shanti. Now do service with your elevated state of the mind and your subtle attitude. Let the attitude of your mind always be good and powerful. By always thinking, this is good, everything becomes good. Because your good attitude transforms the atmosphere. If you go into why and what, it is like this, it is like this, there will never be transformation. Continue to say, good, good, and you will become good. Let the attitude of your mind always be good and powerful, and anything bad will also become good. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vyakti Parivar. Today's day 16. Now do service with your elevated state of the mind and your subtle attitude. Today's topic: let the attitude of your mind always be good and powerful. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Everyone okay? Yes. Okay or in bliss? No, Baba says blissful. Bliss in Hindi is called Anand. Anand hi Anand. Bliss upon bliss. No? Blessings. At confluence stage, that's what our stage should be. To know and to stay in the reality of one's own stage should be very clear. Because Baba said the shadow of Maya, reasoning of Maya makes you feel so good, even if it's not right. Because Maya is very deceiving. Maya is very elusive. That makes you always feel great, which we want to, but not in a wrong way. Subtle arrogance of the self, even to be as a knowledgeful or a yogi soul, is always brings downfall. So Baba keeps cautioning us because this kind of intoxication of Maya, in which you feel great, is actually very harmful because it's not real. So, but what also equivalent to that, which is not in body consciousness or not the influence of Maya, but is Shrimat of Baba. Every word of knowledge Baba speaks is eternal truth. And for us to make each word of life, each word of knowledge as part of our life, our thoughts, our words, our actions, everything based on Baba's knowledge. So even Baba, when he explains that from confluence age, actually we have moved from iron age and we are moving further towards golden age. So confluence age is taking us into duration, time or period of goodness. There is always abundance, happiness, pure relationships. So all that Baba is taking us into uh, in that age where we have all these qualities, all these experiences. Now Maya will try to compete by equally creating that stage, but that's not real. I remember when we came in Gyan, Didi Manwani used to say, if the stage is real, it's not like a balloon, no? If you fill it with gas, it goes higher. And with little thing, it get burst and there is no air. So intoxication, which goes up and then drops. But uh, true intoxication will be consistent. Like sometimes you buy something, it looks very good, but when you start using, it doesn't last long. So that's what Maya's intelligence, we can say, reasoning, we can say, or shadow is very promising, but it doesn't stay long. So this is how we can immediately discern and know that this is Maya is trying on me to give me something, promising me something. Many I have seen Baba's children. Some will say very tempting words and making many promises, and they get attracted. Oh, I'm getting something better, and then they get trapped. It could be position, name and form, or any kind of attainment. That is why when Baba says unlimited distaste, so that you are not tempted by anything. There are so many Baba's children. They find they were caught in the fraud because they were tempted. Okay, you give this much money, we give you this much interest. Oh, yeah, that's very good. Give. And they never got back anything. So we all have to be not only careful, but have power to discern and not greed about anything. Greed also is Maya. So today Baba is also saying we all need to transform everything negative to positive. Yesterday Baba said, but today Baba is saying maintain internally this thought that everything is good and will be good. Just keep saying it. It's going to be okay. It will be good. It will be good. And I think we must definitely practice and we should experiment with that. I definitely, even knowing, had been doing, but would like to practice. Because Baba said that these thoughts will create atmosphere. And atmosphere has a great influence on all of us. So many times we say, oh, I wouldn't have done, but everyone, the atmosphere was such, I just did it. Because it the kind of influence which atmosphere has on us. So what kind of atmosphere we have to create that everyone which is involved, they get very quickly under the influence of that goodness. Our thinking of good will make us good. And then our good thoughts will create good atmosphere. And then others will think good and they will also do good. That means become cooperative in Baba's task. So Baba is saying that now don't allow your mind to go into these questions of how it's going to happen, how will it happen, who will do it, why this happened. No, these questions, very subtle questions, and they are really coming from our weak mind, right? Otherwise, yes, let's do it. Drama going to happen, it will be good. When your mind is strong, these are your thoughts. When mind is weak, then lot of why, what, and how. And that is confusion. That's like you stand there and you keep thinking. So I like the idea that what we have to do, create the atmosphere where others can also think good, do good. And that's only possible if I have those thoughts and create the atmosphere, not influenced by Maya in any way. I think that we all know little bit experiences we all have if we had been tempted any time, that what had been the result. Never good result. So that is why we all have to just stay under canopy of Baba. Like Baba said, remain merged in Baba's love so that Maya cannot touch us. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi. Good
Om
evening. Good evening, everyone.
Om Shanti.
I want you to talk to us more about Maya. So, Baba in the Murli was saying that you had a taste of Maya, and after you've had the taste of Maya, you wanted more. So, what is Baba talking about? This taste of Maya?
It's like you have experience and you saw what Maya does. So experience is like taste, That means you know
Experience.
what Maya is. Because Maya makes you feel great, but you don't stay in that greatness for a long time. Then you drop completely. So then you know it was Maya. Because otherwise you should be ascending,
Right.
But you are ascending and you get tempted by something, then you start descending, and you won't realize you are descending. But then it's a lot of effort to ascend.
Mm.
So it's like it gives you very promising something and tempt you and leave you without anything. Even
Right.
what you get is so temporary.
Right. Right. So some of the examples that Baba gave in the Murli on Sunday were, I felt, not a little removed from what we are doing here. Maybe they're applicable in India. So I was wondering if you could give us more examples right here. What is the temptation we are having to face these days?
One is that we get impressed with the intellect in the sense of,
Our own intellect or someone else's intellect?
yeah, first, it's like first our own ego of the intellect. No, I explain very well. I can give really beautiful course and all become Brahmins. But then this ego will then divert you into many, oh, then your reasoning, your understanding, your way of listening, everything could change. That means you are impressed by those who are able to, people say, knowledge in a new way. I don't think there is any new way, but really those who have wisdom, they will know what is truth and what is wisdom, right? So even if we try to make it, we think presentable, and if you ask some of the very Baba's old children, what impressed you most? And they say, oh, when I heard that God has come, when I heard Murli, and immediately I knew it's God speaking. So they are touched by the truth, not what I create, to impress anyone. So this subtle thought, when some of us start going in trance, some they really was doing it in an artificial way, like, oh, we really also want, because they feel that people have a lot of bhavna for these souls. What about us? So it's Maya, right?
Right.
Subtle. And then they pretend they are going, but they're not really going. So after some time, anyway, they cannot sustain themselves for long. So subtle ego could come in a very positive way. As Baba said, even they are doing wrong, but they will think that what they're doing is right.
So Didi, in terms of the course, right? We have to give the course, but we have to give it in a way that it's very simple in Baba's language. How would you suggest?
No, original knowledge in whatever way you give, but it shouldn't be your interpretation. No? Like if I have to explain about soul, I have to say it's light, might, and its abilities are mind, intellect, and sanskars. So give them the facts, whatever Baba has told us, then that's like it has power. And those who have to really make their life pure and powerful, they immediately will know that these are real. This is truth. No? But others, like, they will listen. And these days, knowledge is also mixed with bhakti because there is so much internally desires, that when I speak, everyone should like it, they should accept it. And so it's kind of false ego.
Can you explain more about knowledge is mixed with bhakti these days? Like how?
Like, all over the world, there's more and more bhakti, right? So even the songs which are created now, everything has little bit more devotion kind of thing. Devotion is good because I myself believe devotion is something very good. But Brahma Baba, he kept lot of disciplines in the sense of which songs to play and how to explain if anyone comes. So kind of remain into that knowledge, yoga, dharana, and seva, four subjects properly. Because then the lives of others will be very, very stable and they will get lot. But if we just give mix, then I don't think they can get power from there. They will be happy.
I want to ask you this question again because I really want to understand. In the context of, let's say, I'm giving gyan in Baba is using me as an instrument to give gyan in the US. How am I mixing bhakti? How should I not mix bhakti?
Yeah. Why I said it because it's happening a lot definitely in India. Even when bhog is offered or surrender ceremony happens, so they have shivling now in front of them. And our Baba is not shivling, no.
Right.
Even yes, we say it, but Baba is point of light. But they say how they do it. So they go and they put their arms around shivling. And for me, that's more bhakti than according to knowledge. I don't know, it's not right, but they're doing it. So this way, like, even offering bhog, we can offer bhog, but it's not like also in bhakti we, if my desire is fulfilled, I will offer bhog.
Right.
Generally, that's what they do. If this
Right.
is done, I will do it.
Yes.
I was telling someone, anyone who offer bhog without any of giving and taking, so only few souls. Most of them, this one is not well, so I want Baba's blessing. It's like always, but that's bhakti, no?
Yes.
Baba says, I haven't come for that. I have come to make you pure. So taking blessing is different than asking Baba for, Baba give drishti, Baba give sakash. I think that Baba knows where to give sakash time. But so is bhakti, in a way.
Right. Even yesterday, Baba in the Murli said, Sakar Murli, that you have to stop bhakti now. It was very clear. It was very clear. So if someone is offering bhog, let's say, and I agree with you, Didi, but what if they're feeling like more comforted because of that? They feel just comforted that, oh, Baba is, how do we make ourselves feel comforted?
You mean offering
If,
bhog?
let's say, I'm offering bhog because someone's sick, I'm
Okay.
offering bhog because I feel comforted that, okay, I'm offering bhog, at least I'm doing something for this soul, and something, Baba's drishti will fall on this soul. I know Baba's drishti will always fall on that soul, but how do I make myself feel comforted so that I don't engage in bhakti? Because bhakti is like a comfort. Like, we're doing this because we are so comfortable with it, we're used to it, and then we keep doing it. So how do we make ourselves, how do we use Baba as a comforter of hearts?
So Bhumi Ben is saying something that it's not the offer when there is some kind of, sorrow or tragedy but they should regularly offer bhog to Baba. No?
Right.
So there are some, they purely, without any intentions or desires, they offer bhog. But there are mostly people who I'm offering because of this, I am offering because of that. So that's like bhakti.
Right.
It's comforting because at least you are kind of saying, okay, I will do it, and then Baba knows, right? And there are, like, I have experienced that when you offer bhog, anyone offers, the connection which and what comes from Baba is very, very powerful. Once I had in family, they most of them were in knowledge, but maybe not totally. So they wanted to offer bhog, one of the mother for the son, which he hadn't eaten for 5 days. And you will be surprised when Baba is taking bhog there, he asking for bread. So their faith increased. And after that, whatever happens, oh, we have to offer bhog to Baba. We have to. So there could also be for many, this bhavana increases. Let me offer to Baba. So it helps them in their faith also. So Baba also looks at children and see how it can help them. So that's comforting.
Right, right. Um, we from Sunday's Murli again, I had a question. Baba was saying in the beginning of the Murli that some people are just listen, like let's say Maya Baba. Some people are in the first stage and some people are absorbed in this love experience of Maya Baba. So give us some practical tips on how to be absorbed in love of Baba, the second stage.
Mm. When in a gross way, we could say when mind is totally, totally focused on Baba. And actually, you can only merge in, let's say, you have mother's love, right? When you think of mother's love, if you have properly experienced mother's love, you can be merged in that. Even if mother is not here, I'm thinking of even in the past, if there was that experience, you can again merge in father's lap or mother's. Or if as friends you had lot of deep love, so you could be merged in that love. So wherever there is experience of love, one is just through thoughts or maybe intellect, but other is you are kind of merged into that. I always give example of ocean. It's like you have so much love for someone. So when you think of that person, you feel you are entering into that ocean. Like for dadis, when we think of Dadi Janki, our heart is like again merged in Dadi's love. So merging in love is like merging in the ocean.
Right, right. It's a beautiful, beautiful visual that it's just that your love for them, you're merged in your love for them. So you're merged in your love for Baba. That would be the practical thing. Just emerge your love for Baba and just merge in that love for Baba.
Like sometimes I feel, oh, eternally is my parents and all others are just temporary and we play our part. And when you think that, you really feel totally merged in Baba's love. He's the only one for us. He's the one who sustains. And it's not just praising, but experiencing. And then,
It's the truth, right, Didi? It can't just be praised because that's the truth. He is eternally our parent. It's very nice, Yukti. Very nice. Every time I come here and have a chit chat with you, there's something so deep like this one you just shared, that Baba is really eternally our parent, and to just merge in that experience of Baba being eternally our parent.
you forget everything. Just you feel that eternity, that relationship, love of parents, especially in the morning hours. That's very good experience.
Okay, Didi, tomorrow morning. Acha, thank you so much. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Just to remind you all that Avyakti Parivar retreat at Peace Village coming up July 7th to departure July 10th. So please do register if you are coming to participate in the retreat, and you all are welcome for as Avyakti Parivar. Thank you. And now let's do our Avekti Parivar, Avekti journey, and sister sharing. Welcome to Avekti journey, sharing from ancestors.
बाबा की आशाओं की बनी तस्वीर रूहानी है, करते रहे पूरी हर आज्ञा हमने ठानी है। बाबा की आशाओं की बनी तस्वीर रूहानी है, करते रहे पूरी हर आज्ञा हमने ठानी है। बड़ों के आशीषों की ये तो मेहरबानी है, मीठे सुरों की बनी सरगम सबको सुनानी है।
ओम शांति। सभी ने प्यार से बोला। इधर का आवाज नहीं आया, इधर का आवाज नहीं आया। भाई भी बहुत दूर दूर बैठे हैं। तो मैं ये चाहूंगी कि मैं एक बार बोलूंगी और आप सब मेरे पीछे ऐसे ही बोलना। हम सब आपस में ओम शांति बोलेंगे, ठीक है? ओम शांति, ओम शांति, ओम शांति। हम सभी शांति वन में पहुंच गए हैं, शांति की शक्ति भरने के लिए। शांति का सागर बाप यहीं आकर के बच्चों से मिलते हैं, और बच्चे भी दूर दूर से पता नहीं कहाँ कहाँ से, देश विदेश से दौड़ते दौड़ते बाबा से मिलन मनाने आ जाते हैं। और साथ साथ ऐसे मीठे प्यारे बाप से मिलने के लिए अपन में योग्यता भरने के लिए भी आते हैं, क्योंकि आप सभी ग्रस्त व्यवहार में रहने वाले भाई बहन हैं। तो ग्रस्त व्यवहार में आपका मन कैसा रहता है? समस्याएं तो आए दिन बहुत बढ़ती ही जाती है। घर ग्रस्त में, धंधे धोरी में, समाज के बीच में रहते हुए भी समाज की भी कई बातें सामने आ जाती हैं, जिसमें मनुष्यों का मन विचलित ही रहता है, बाप की याद में नहीं टिक सकता है। इसलिए यहाँ पर जो बाबा ने चांस दिया है, इसको हम कहेंगे गोल्डन चांस। शांति वन में रहना और चित्तवृत्तियों को यहाँ शांत रखना, ये अकुल चाहिए थोड़ा। जो वहाँ की बातें है वो वहाँ छोड़ कर के आओ, बाहर गेट से बाहर, वो यहाँ नहीं आनी चाहिए। आपकी घर की कोई परिस्थिति हो सकती है, धंधे दौरे की हो सकती है, पड़ोसियों की हो सकती है, लेकिन बाबा के घर में आके सबको बाहर गेट से बाहर छोड़ के क्या हो। यहाँ उन बातों का चिंतन नहीं करना। क्या करना है? पर चिंतन तो सारी उम्र करते रहे, परिस्थितियों का चिंतन भी सारी उम्र ही करते रहे। कोई परिस्थिति सामने आ जाती है तो चिंतन चालू हो जाता है, और उस चिंतन के कारण चित्त भी हमारा अशांत हो जाता है। चिंतन से ही कोई ऐसी बात आपके सामने आएगी तो आपका दिल उसी समय दुखी हो जाएगा। हम पूछेंगे क्या हुआ, तुम बैठी थी अच्छी भली, अभी अभी आपको क्या हुआ? बहन जी बस कोई ऐसा ख्याल आ गया। जो पास्ट में हुआ होता है ना, जो ठीक नहीं होता है, किसी ने मेरे साथ व्यवहार ठीक नहीं किया, किसी से मैंने नहीं ठीक किया, वो सामने सब बातें आ जाती हैं, फिर मन थोड़ा अशांत हो जाता है। परंतु शांतिवन हमको सिखलाता है कि अशांति को और शांति के बातों को ग्रहण करो। यहाँ ज्ञान की वर्षा इस साल में होती ही रहती है, लगभग सारा रात्रि के सिवाय बाकी तो होती ही रहती है। दिन में 3-4 तो क्लासेस होती है और वैरायटी अच्छी अनुभवी बहनें और भाई आपका क्लास कराएंगे, झोली आपकी भरपूर हो जाएंगी। लेकिन सिर्फ आपको भरपूर नहीं करना है, सुनने के साथ साथ फिर कौन सी स्टेज आनी चाहिए, मनन चिंतन करने की। सुनना, फिर अंतर्मुखी होकर उसके ऊपर मनन चिंतन करो। उसको हमको अपना बनाना है, उनको अपने लाइफ में उतारना है, तब ज्ञान सुनने का कुछ फायदा होता है। ज्ञान से शक्ति न मिले तो माना ज्ञान यहाँ खड़ा है, नीचे आया ही नहीं है। अगर चित्त में शांति आ जाए तो समझो ज्ञान को आपने यूज किया है। और ज्ञान इतना वंडरफुल है, बेहद बाप का दिया हुआ बच्चों के प्रति। संसार में बच्चों को कैसे रहना है सिखलाने वाला देखो कितना बड़ा उस्ताद है, सारे संसार का क्रिएटर भी है तो पालनहार भी है, और पुरानी दुनिया का विनाश कराने वाला भी वही है। इतनी हाईएस्ट अथॉरिटी वो हमको रोज बैठ करके पढ़ाई पढ़ाते हैं। मुरली हम किसकी सुनते हैं? शिव बाबा की। आज दिन तक भी शिव बाबा की जो मुरली है वो आज दिन तक भी हम सुनते ही आ रहे हैं। रिवाइज कोर्स चल रहा है, जो ब्रह्मा तन के दौरान दिया हुआ है ना ज्ञान, वो हम प्रैक्टिकल में अभी सुनते आ रहे हैं, उसके ऊपर अपने लाइफ को बनाते ही आ रहे हैं। रियल गीता कोई छोटी नहीं है, रियल गीता बहुत बड़ी है। और थोड़े सार रूप में हम रोज बाबा की मुरली सुनते हैं ना, तो मुरली का सार भी हमारे सामने आ जाता है। तो हम बाबा के बच्चे हैं, प्रैक्टिकल में लाइफ में अपने आप में परिवर्तन लाने वाले। जब तक हमने अपने जीवन में परिवर्तन नहीं लाया है, शूद्र से ब्राह्मण बनने माना परिवर्तन, बहुत बड़ा परिवर्तन। फिर ब्राह्मण से देवता बनना है, परंतु ब्राह्मण बनने के बाद हमको क्या करना है? ब्राह्मण बनने के बाद फिर हमको सेवा करनी है।
आलीशान है, दिल तख्त पर हमें रख लिया, खुद से ऊंचा मान देकर नाम दिल पर लिख लिया। ताज तख्त और तिलक की हमको अमर जागीर दी। ताज तख्त और तिलक की हमको अमर जागीर दी। जिंदगी जीने की हमको एक नई तदबीर दी आपने बाबा हमें।
Om Shanti Avekti Parivar. So tomorrow is Wednesday. Our schedule Amrit Vela 3:30 to 4:45 a.m. And then tomorrow is Avekti Children Murli class from 5 to 5:30 p.m. Then evening 6 o'clock meditation will start, followed by Hindi series, meditation commentary by Didi live, English series, and Avekti journey. Thank you. And now let's start our Murli reading. Avyak Murlis from 1969, inspiring us to change from Brahmin to angel.
Om Shanti, Avyakt Murli, 22nd of October 1917. The sign of being full is to be flawless. Have you become a master Jani Jananhar, one who knows the secrets of the heart? Have you become master knowledgeful? By having become master knowledgeful, do you know the entire knowledge? Have you already become master knowledgeful and a master Jani Jananhar, or are you still becoming that? Are you still becoming that? Have you become knowledgeful, or are you still becoming knowledgeful? Are you becoming knowledgeful, or are you becoming blissful? Are you still becoming that, or have you already become that? So someone answered, we are becoming that. Have you become knowledgeful and Jani Jananhar to the extent that you saw in the final corporeal stage? There is a difference in your becoming equal to the corporeal form, and this is why you're not saying full. You have the clear example of the extent to which you have to become full, do you not? Do you stay in the intoxication of being a master creator for a longer period, or in the intoxication of being the creation for a longer period? Which intoxication do you stay in longer? Why did Baba ask this question today? Today, Baba was looking at all the jewels and was discerning to what extent all of you are flawless. That is, to what extent you are full. If you are not full, you have failed. So today, Baba was seeing the line of full and fail. This is why Baba asked the question whether you have become full. Just as the Father's praise is that of being full in every respect, in the same way, children also have to become master knowledgeful, not just in knowledge, but to be master knowledgeful. This is why you were asked the question, have you become master knowledgeful? You are a master, are you not? Is it possible for you not to be master knowledgeful? If you have two accounts, Babdada also has two hidden meanings. Today, Baba was especially seeing three aspects in each of you. Today, Baba is telling you about what he saw at Amrit Vela. Today, Babdada saw three things in each jewel. What are they? This is also a drill that Baba makes you do. Today, Baba was seeing the three aspects. Firstly, the light of each one. Secondly, the might. And thirdly, the right of each one. The word right has two meanings. One meaning of right is correct, and the second meaning is to have a right. To what extent have you claimed a right? And together with that, to what extent are you stable in your right form? So Baba was seeing the three things: light, might, and right. Baba is also telling you the result that emerged. You have now done a lot of service. So Baba was seeing that result today. Until now, the result is that you have only spread the sound. You have passed in spreading the sound, but you now have to invoke souls to bring them closer to the Father. The sound has spread, but you have to invoke the souls. The effort of invoking souls and bringing them closer still remains, because although you have the desire to stay beyond sound, you yourself do not have that practice. This is why the sound is only spreading through sound. However, the more you stay beyond sound and invoke perfection, the more you will be able to invoke other souls. At present, although you invoke your stage, the result is that it comes and goes. Because of this coming and going, souls also come, but they also go away. However, after they have been invoked, you have to perform the task of making them become a sacrifice. They are attracted to knowledge, but you now have to attract them to the one who is knowledgeful. Even now, you master creators are sometimes attracted to the creation, and this is why the proof that each of you gives is according to your own stage, to how you are at present. Until now, the form of power and the form of courage is not visible in your eyes or on your face. Om Shanti, to be continued.
Now do service with your elevated state of the mind and your subtle attitude. Let the attitude of your mind always be good and powerful. By always thinking, this is good, everything becomes good. Because your good attitude transforms the atmosphere. If you go into why and what, it is like this, it is like this, there will never be transformation. Continue to say, good, good, and you will become good. Let the attitude of your mind always be good and powerful, and anything bad will also become good.
अब अपनी श्रेष्ठ मनसा द्वारा सूक्ष्म वृत्तियों से सेवा करो। अपनी मनसा वृत्ति सदा अच्छे की पावरफुल बनाओ। सदा अच्छा अच्छा सोचने से अच्छा हो ही जाता है, क्योंकि आपकी अच्छी वृत्ति वायुमंडल को परिवर्तन कर देंगी। अगर क्यों क्या में जाएंगे, ऐसा है तो कभी परिवर्तन नहीं होगा। अच्छा अच्छा कहते जाओ तो अच्छे बन जाएंगे। अपनी मनसा वृत्ति सदा अच्छे की पावरफुल बनाओ, तो खराब भी अच्छा हो जाएगा। ओम शांति।
Om Shanti. Om Shanti, everyone. Om Shanti.